What if I told you Hollywood's best-kept secrets just cracked wide open and the names in the headlines aren't who you'd expect? Terrence Howard, Diddy, Jonathan McReynolds, and Pastor Lovy. What do they all have in common? Suddenly tangled in a story so outrageous, so controversial, it's got insiders whispering and fans glued to their screens. Stay tuned because what you're about to hear will flip your expectations upside down. You saw the title. Terrence Howard claims Diddy tried to get intimate with him and he didn't hold back. "I don't bend over in that way, Howard," bluntly stated, sending shockwaves across social media. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. In the gospel world, Jonathan McReynolds is facing bombshell accusations after Pastor Lovy called him out in a live sermon, promising to expose secrets that could shake the faith community. Two industries, music and ministry, now stand on edge. And the stories are more connected than you think. The stakes: reputation, trust, and the very fabric of celebrity culture. Here's a wild stat. According to a recent survey, nearly 70% of fans say they're losing faith in their favorite stars after scandals hit the headlines. That's millions of people questioning everything they thought they knew. So why are these stories exploding now? It's fueling the drama behind closed doors. The answers are messy and funnier than you'd expect. And you'll want to stick around, because the next revelation could change how you see your favorite icons forever. This was shocking. Terrence Howard, the Oscar-nominated actor everyone knows for his smooth-talking film roles and soulful swagger, dropped a bombshell in a recent interview. Claimed Diddy, music mogul and king of controversy, tried to seduce him. Howard's words: "I don't bend over in that way." Let me explain how this exploded. Howard's statement wasn't just a casual reveal, it was a direct answer to rumors swirling for years about Diddy's friendly approach to fellow stars. Industry insiders have whispered about Diddy's wild parties, but Howard's bluntness gave fans the confirmation they never thought they'd get. How wild is this? Studies show that over 40% of celebrity scandals are fueled by private parties and behind the scenes networking gone wrong. The real question is, what's happening in those VIP rooms? Is everyone just sipping champagne? Or is there a secret handshake nobody talks about? This is how the story took a turn. Howard refused Diddy's advances, but instead of letting it die, he aired it out. The reaction: Diddy's camp stayed silent, fueling even more speculation. Humor alert: one fan tweeted Diddy's next album, Bend Over Beethoven, featuring Terrence Howard, proving the internet never misses a beat. Now, let's talk gospel drama. Jonathan McReynolds, known for his angelic voice and clean rep, suddenly found himself in Pastor Lovy's crosshairs. During a live sermon, Lovy dropped hints about McReynolds' alleged secrets, easing everything from hidden relationships to questionable choices behind the pulpit. Why does this matter? The gospel community prides itself on transparency and faith. So when a respected pastor calls out a star like McReynolds, fans start asking, who can we trust? According to Pew Research, over 9 million Americans report losing trust in religious leaders after public scandals. The suspense thickens. Pastor Lovy didn't spill all the details, just enough to keep everyone talking. It's the classic open loop technique. Drop a hint, wait for the audience to lose their minds, then reveal more later. And here's a kicker: rumor has it Lovy's next sermon will name names. Contrast alert: McReynolds' team responded with a Bible verse about forgiveness, while Lovy simply posted, "Truth always wins." The drama is so thick you could cut it with a communion wafer. Here's where things get spicy. Both stories have a common thread: powerful men with public images facing private accusations. The danger: it's one wrong move and careers could crumble overnight. Humor break: if Hollywood and the gospel world had a hotline for celebrity scandals, it would ring off the hook this week. Who knew Terrence Howard and Jonathan McReynolds would make such unlikely headline twins? Rhetorical question time. What does it really mean when our role models slip up or get called out? Can fans separate art from artist? Or does every scandal leave a permanent stain. Now for the cliffhanger, some insiders believe these stories aren't just random drama, they're part of a bigger pattern. Is there a secret network where the lines between fame, faith, and fortune blur? Industry experts say the rise of exposed culture means no one is safe from being called out, no matter how big their platform. Let me tease what's next. There's talk of more names being exposed, more secrets bubbling to the surface, and a new wave of accountability sweeping through both music and ministry. If you thought this week was wild, just wait for what's coming. So, is the truth finally out? We've seen Terrence Howard stand his ground, Diddy duck for cover, Jonathan McReynolds get put on blast, and Pastor Lovy promise more fireworks. But the real question, what happens next? Here's your genius call to action. If you want to make sure you never miss the next twist, start a conversation with someone who needs to hear this, send them this video, and ask one simple question. Can a scandal ever really be forgiven? The answers you get might surprise you, and they might just spark debates that bring these stories out of the shadows for good. Remember, the next headline could drop any minute. Stay sharp, stay curious, and never underestimate the power of truth served with a side of laughter and a pinch of suspense. Now, keep your eyes on the news, because this saga isn't over. And sometimes the real story is the one that hasn't been told yet.